Many countries face widespread hunger and other food security issues that can destabilize a country or an entire region of the world. Children are at particular risk of malnutrition, which can lead to slow growth and development, as well as a higher risk of disease and mortality. Fortified food blended products made with sorghum can help address child nutrition challenges in Tanzania and many other countries across the globe.
In Tanzania, one of the focuses of our work is on improving child nutrition and health, as well as improved education and learning outcomes in the areas we're working in Mara region. So this study was of interest to us for looking into issues of nutrition or undernutrition in areas we're working in, particularly in poor growth for children under 5. Of additional interest to this study is the use of sorghum. So sorghum as a staple crop is grown in this area of Tanzania and is something that is known and accepted part of the diet. So we also saw this as an opportunity to look at its potential use in fortified food blended products that help with undernutrition and typically in supplementary feeding programs.
We partnered with an NGO, PCI, who has been having a school feeding program there, and we were able to build off of their expertise, relationships, infrastructure to help be able to carry out this type of study.
So there is micronutrient deficiencies, there are deficiencies in protein, and processing helps in delivering the solutions for these deficiencies. And my role has been over the last 15 years or so as a researcher at K-State is to highlight and to research the role of processing and enhancing nutrition and delivering nutrition.
It's really nice.
We produced 5 new fortified blended foods, or FBFs. We were delivering these through 21 different health facilities, and those are being delivered every 2 weeks. The big focus here was on younger children. So we had over 2,000 of those kids in the study consume these products for 20 weeks. Then we were looking at different iron outcomes. We were looking at height, weight, a mid-upper arm circumference, and we were also looking at vitamin A outcomes along with another inflammatory marker.
Yeah, she's looking okay.
What happened at the home visit is that before we visited the house, it was recommended or it was asked that the mother prepare this fortified blended food, or FBF, so that way we could come and see, the FBF there. If the FBS being produced too thin, the child might not be getting enough of the nutrients that they need from the product. If it's too thick, they might have problems being able to consume it correctly. And so not only from a research standpoint, it allowed us to maybe get a better sense on why we would see the results we did, but also from a health standpoint, we were able to give the mother feedback on recommendations that they could use to possibly improve how they're preparing that product for their child.
It's a great future source for Kansas grain sorghum. Kansas grain sorghum farmers would stand to benefit greatly from this with the use for the grain sorghum that we raise here in this state.
And in fact, this whole project started by our own sorghum farmers in Kansas and nationwide through the Sorghum Checkoff program and also the Kansas Grain Sorghum Commission. But the future impact is really going to be global. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of tons of these commodities shipped to 20, 30 countries around the world. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of children being impacted with this new or nutritious product which we have developed, and we can see people benefiting from our work. So that's the real motivation over here, to be able to make a difference in the lives of people directly. So that really, again, is an exciting part of working at K-State and being part of this Global Food Systems Initiative.